overpowering hell is gonna steal my peace. 10,000 enemies, they will end up on their knees. When I'm hopeless, I can know this, you're with me. Your light will terrify the dark. I call upon the name that tears the night apart. My doubt will answer to your scars, and fear will have no place, no hold upon my heart. Your light will terrify the dark. Your light will terrify the dark.
Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
Hey everybody, what is up? It's your boy Pixar Expert back again with another video. And I know I've been absent for about 11 days, but you know, mainly it was because of the recent backlash on my last video, but that's why I took a little break, just, you know, get some restructuring done, you know, get my stuff together. But you know, I'm over the backlash and I'm back again and I'm ready to do videos. Okay, so today I have discovered, not today, but recently new details have, today new details have surfaced on the Thunderbolts, basically. So apparently the lineup for the Thunderbolts is apparently leaked out, and apparently, yes, the Thunderbolts has been what Julia Louis-Dreyfus's character, Valentina Allegra de Fontaine, has been setting up, you know, throughout particular MCU films and shows, in the likes of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier and Black Widow. So apparently the Thunderbolts lineup has apparently been confirmed, you know. So so today I'm here to break down the lineup for the Thunderbolts, who's all going to be on it, and maybe possible members that could appear down the way in this upcoming franchise, in this upcoming film. So today I'm here to talk about the Thunderbolts lineup. All right, so let's break it down. All right, so the first hold on, let me just the first on this lineup would have to be Yelena Belova.
Ugh, that was disgusting.
Because apparently, I read a little report that apparently Yelena Belova, the Natasha Romanoff's sister, who we met back in Black Widow and who reappeared in Hawkeye, would apparently lead the Thunderbolts. That's what she is set to do, is lead the Thunderbolts, you know. Because, you know, I mean, obviously, I don't know if Valentina Allegra de Fontaine, you know what, I'm just going to call her Val for the rest of the video because her name is very long. But Yelena Belova, Natasha Romanoff's sister, and the next Black Widow is set to be is apparently set to be the leader of the Thunderbolts. Because apparently, you know, I feel like her and Val have more of a connection, you know, and because apparently she's the one that hired her, and apparently with her, they're setting up the Thunderbolts. And I can kind of see her being the leader of the team, and I think it'll be an interesting concept. Apparently, you know, have her lead this team of like anti-heroes, because basically her role in Hawkeye, she basically tried to kill Clint, and you know, maybe this could be her road to redemption, you know, because you know she's apparently set to take up the mantle of Black Widow, and it'll be interesting to see where her part in the Thunderbolts takes. Next on this lineup is Emil Blonsky, aka Abomination.
Everybody just relax, please. Stop. Get. Stop. Oh my God.
No. Force is not necessary.
As you can see, I'm in full control.
Yes, because, with She-Hulk currently going on, it's crystal clear that his role in She-Hulk is apparently setting up the Thunderbolts, He's setting up his role in the Thunderbolts. It'll be interesting to see where he's going. I have a feeling he'll basically be the muscle of the film, of the team. I mean, they could have used Red Hulk easily, but, with William Hurt's passing, it kind of makes sense, They need a muscle, and Abomination is set to do it. And, Abomination's not that much of a bad guy anymore, as confirmed in the episodes 2 and 3, his rivalry with Hulk is put behind him, which is kind of interesting, and, it'll be interesting to see where this goes. Next up on this list, John F. Walker, the U.S. agent.
Do you know who I am?
Once deemed Captain America back in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, he was once named Captain America after Sam Wilson gave the shield to the government. But then, he made a public mistake. Killing a flag smasher in front of everyone, and he got his title, and he got fired as Cap. But then, Valentina came along, recruited him, and apparently he went under a new persona, the U.S. agent. Basically, he'll be the Captain America of the team. He'll have the shield, and he'll have the shield, and he has the super soldier serum. I would have liked Red Guardian on that team, but, maybe Red Guardian will get his own show, and it'll be interesting to see where, it'll be interesting to see what kind of role he has in, the Thunderbolts. It makes sense for him, because, his character, I'll be honest, his character in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier was pretty entertaining. He was basically an anti-hero Cap. Yeah. So, yes. Next on this lineup, moving on. Next on this is Baron Zemo. What I'm hoping to see from Zemo, kind of like how I'm hoping to, hold on. Kind of like how I'm hoping to see from U.S. Agent. One thing I left out, I'm hoping U.S. Agent will get the shield and he'll keep the suit. I loved it. The black and red looks pretty cool, but I'm really hoping he does get the shield, I'm really hoping he gets the black, red, and white shield, because I think that would be pretty cool if he got that in the Thunderbolts. And I'm hoping he does. But anyways, with Zemo, he's next on the lineup is Zemo. And what I'm hoping to see from him on this is that he uses the mask a lot more. And what I'm also hoping is that he gets to use the sword. I want to see him use the sword. Because I've seen him in Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes and Avengers Assemble. And of course, but in the MCU, I didn't get to see him do any action as much. Except in that one episode of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I didn't get to see him do much action except lead Sam and Bucky where they need to go. I'm hoping he uses the sword, keeps the mask on longer, and he uses the... uses the sword. Next on this lineup, which is kind of interesting, is Ghost. Remember her from Ant-Man and the Wasp? Basically, her character got some redemption, and I'm hoping she's still around. I think she's still around in the MCU. At first I kind of thought, I thought she had died from her condition sometime in the 5-year gap, but she might still be alive. Apparently she might have survived her condition, which causes her to phase through stuff. Or maybe Shield found a way. Or maybe Val found a way to cure her. I have a theory. Maybe Val found a way to cure her, or at least keep her powers more in control so that it doesn't, kill her. Maybe they found a way to keep her powers in check so that they don't hurt her, as opposed to helping her, So yeah, that could be the case. Next on this, Taskmaster. Next on that lineup. Taskmaster. Okay. With Taskmaster, in all honesty, in Black Widow, he was kind of the biggest letdown of the film. Because, I mean, people expected too much. I mean, yeah, I didn't like the twist on Taskmaster in Black Widow very much. Which is why I'm hoping that we'll get the right Taskmaster, the one we want. Which is why I'm really hoping they use Tony Masters. And why I'm hoping that he knows all the Avengers moves and stuff. And that his combat is pretty cool. But, yes, I'm really hoping that they do use Tony Masters for this, you know. I feel like they need to use Tony Masters as Taskmaster. Hell, his role in Marvel's Avengers was better than in Black Widow. Which is why I'm hoping Taskmaster gets some redemption, you know. For the MCU, for that matter. Which is why I think he'd be a perfect addition to the Thunderbolts. Next on this lineup, which doesn't surprise me, Titania. Apparently her actress said that, currently Titania's in jail right now after her assault in the courtroom. Basically, she's She-Hulk's enemy, and with both her and Abomination on the show, both heavyweights, I have a feeling, Val's probably going to bust her out of jail. I mean, she'll still be in the show. Val's going to bust her out of jail. And Val will recruit her for the Thunderbolts. Because I think with her being in jail, I think Val is going to bust her out. Which is why I'm willing to bet Val may appear in She-Hulk. Possibly appear. Just because, you know, they need her to set up the team. And last but not least, definitely not least, the Winter Soldier.
I am no longer the Winter Soldier. I'm James Bucky Barnes, and you're part of my efforts to make amends.
Because we know in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Bucky here is basically trying to make amends with all the people he's hurt and wrong. Because remember when he was brainwashed by Hydra, you know, he was trying his best to make things right, you know. But even though you can never really do that, you know, you try to, because you know Hydra's been wiped from his mind, and you know, basically what he tries to do is look for a way to redeem himself best he can. And basically with him being on the Thunderbolts and him trying to be part of a team again, you know, it'll be interesting to see where that goes. I mean, and it'll also, not to mention, it might also be pretty interesting to see how Bucky and John Walker interact in the Thunderbolts. That could be an interesting concept, you know. I mean, and basically, he looks for his effort. He's always, basically throughout the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, or before the show started, he always tries to find a way, tries to make efforts to make amends with people, you know. And with him being on the team, you know, it could be an interesting concept where that goes. And yeah, I have a feeling that'll be what they'll try to do with him, you know, to make amends with people. Try to make things right, you know, find peace. But, you know, unfortunately, peace won't be an option. Because, you know, it's just one fight from another. Basically, what we know with the Thunderbolts is that it doesn't want to be Marvel's Suicide Squad, you know. They're not trying to make this a carbon copy of Suicide Squad. You know, DC's already fucking up with that. I mean, even though I loved the 2021 Suicide Squad, Suicide Squad, I know Marvel's not trying to make it a carbon copy by putting bombs in their heads, which is why, you know, with Valentina Allegra de Fontaine, you know, I think she is trying to set it up. But I have a feeling with Valentina setting it up, building the Thunderbolts, she's basically being more of like Nick Fury, you know, because, you know, Nick Fury's off-world right now, and the Avengers, I mean, the MCU does need somewhat of a new team, because, you know, let's recap, all right? I mean, Vision's dead, Natasha is dead, Tony is dead, Steve Rogers is, well, dead. Yes, Steve is dead. Thor went off-world, you know, and with Thor off-world, you know, and kind of doing his own thing, I mean, they still have Thor around. Clint retired. T'Challa's dead. And, yeah, I mean, it'll be nice to have new members introducing new teammates and stuff. I do have a feeling, you know, I mean, it's no coincidence that this film is going to end Phase 5 of the MCU, basically. It's no coincidence. And with Phase 6 coming up, starting with Fantastic Four, and then finally leading to Avengers, the Kang Dynasty, and Avengers Secret Wars, I don't think it's any coincidence that, I mean, there's a chance later on they'll reappear again in Kang Dynasty or Secret Wars, obviously. But yes, it'll be very interesting. I'm actually pretty excited for the Thunderbolts because, you know, the character lineup for it is pretty sweet. So yeah, what do you guys think of this? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as always, I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.